Was a village slow as honey, poor in cash but rich in Sunday, where the rooster ruled the morning and the corn stood tall, no warning that a line drawn on a city map would tear our quiet off the lap of fields my granddaddy had known since before the county had a phone. The announcement. A man in a suit came round one spring, said progress was a certain thing, unrolled his blueprints on the bar, said, son, this country's going far. 4 lanes wide and straight as sin, gonna bring the whole world in. We didn't know to be afraid, we just poured another round and stayed. Down at the hall the town split hard, half for progress, half on guard. The young folks dreamed of quicker roads, the old folks feared what quiet old. My uncle stood and shook his cane, said you can't pave over a name. But the vote came in, the die was cast, and nothing stayed the way it passed. Highway, highway, highway rolling wide, taking half our town outside, faster now to where we're going. But something's lost that keeps on growing. The quiet nights, the fields we knew, cutting to, cutting to. They came with dynamite and steel, made the whole earth shake and reel, knocked the old oak by the creek, the one that stood 100 weeks of windage, weddings, first time kisses, gone in one dull morning's business. The dirt's hung low for a solid year, and something in us disappeared. My daddy's land, my daddy plowed this dusty land. Now there's a guardrail where he'd stand. They gave us cash, they gave us grief, paid in dollars, not relief. The preacher says the Lord provides, but the Lord don't live where the highway hides. Down at Miller's General Store ain't the way it was before. Folks don't stop like they once did, just a blur beneath the overpass grid. Old Joe Miller shut his door, said this town don't need him anymore. There's a graveyard by the frontage road where the diesel fumes have made their home. Stones so old they can't hardly read, drowned out now by 18-wheel greed. I go there sometimes just to pray, hard to hear the Lord give way. Highway, way, highway rolling wide, taking half our town outside, faster now to where we're going. But something's lost that keeps on growing. The quiet nights, the fields we knew, cutting to, cutting to. Now they tell me the numbers, 3 minutes saved on the drive to town, 12,000 cars a day, they say, and rising. Nobody counted the whippoorwills that don't come back. Nobody counted Ms. Odom's boy, who can't sleep for the truck brakes squealing all night long. Nobody counted the graveyard or the oak or the creek that used to run clean under the low bridge. I ain't against a better road, I just wish somebody had asked us what we'd trade for it. It's been 10 years since they broke that ground, The city's closer, that's the sound you hear about on the 6 o'clock news. Growth, they call it jobs, good news. But half the porches sit there empty, and the ones who stayed don't got much plenty. Just the roar that never sleeps, the price of roads that no one keeps. My daughter's never known it quiet, grew up on the engine's riot. Thinks the hums just how nights sound, thinks the fumes just come with town. Maybe that's the saddest part. She never lost what I lost in her heart. She can't miss a thing she's never seen. The videos, the dark, the in-between. So I planted trees along the fence, built a wall of green defense, taught my girl the old church hymn, so something old stays in her in a world that trades the slow for fast. I'm holding on to what won't last. Some roads bring you closer, friend, and some just mark where something ends. Highway, highway, still rolling on. The village here, the village gone. Somewhere between the here and there, we lost a little more than air. We lost the sound of nothing much, the birds, the wind, a neighbor's touch. Cutting to, Lord, cutting to. This town got cutting to. There was a village slow as honey, poor in cash but rich in Sunday, where the rooster ruled the morning and the corn stood tall, no warning that a line drawn on a city map would tear our quiet off the lap. The fields my granddaddy had known since before the county had a phone. The announcement, a man in a suit came round one spring, said progress was a certain thing, unrolled his blueprints on the bar, said, son, this country's going far, 4 lanes wide and straight as sin, gonna bring the whole world in. We didn't know to be afraid, we just poured another round and stayed. Down at the hall, the town split hard, half for progress, half on guard. The young folks dreamed of quicker roads, the old folks feared what quiet owed. My uncle stood and shook his cane, said you can't pave over a name. But the vote came in, the die was cast, and nothing stayed the way it passed. Highway, highway, rolling wide, taking half our town outside. Faster now to where we're going, but something's lost that keeps on growing. The quiet nights, the fields we knew, cut into, cut into. They came with dynamite and steel, made the whole earth shake and reel. Knocked the old oak by the creek, the one that stood 100 weeks of winter's weddings, first time kisses, gone in one dull morning's business. The dust hung low for a solid year, and something in us disappeared. My daddy plowed this dusty land, now there's a guardrail where he'd stand. They gave us cash, they gave us grief.